Hello, everyone, and welcome to Plant Tarot. Today, I want to offer messages for all signs, and since tomorrow is the solstice and the beginning of Cancer season, I thought I'd check in with all of you and just offer some guidance for what Cancer has to offer. So, we'll start with Aries. Aries, we have malachite for you. Malachite is a great stone for releasing. And as we are coming into this full moon in Capricorn, you could be doing the work of releasing at this time. Full moons are great for letting go of old things that no longer serve. And with the energy of Capricorn, I'm getting this feeling of actually doing the foundational work, the nitty-gritty of it. And with Cancer and Capricorn being cardinal signs, there can be initiating that release. You could be actively doing that first step. Trust yourself in this process. Releasing a lot of times is easier said than done, but you know what is coming up to be released in this full moon. You have that intuitive sense, and being a cardinal sign yourself, you could be embracing this energy at this time too. Trust where you're at, trust who you are, and trust that whatever is being asked to let go, you have help. You have guidance in this. So trust that. All right. What do the plants have to say for Aries? King of Swords. This goes along with this letting go. This could be telling the truth of that. King of Swords is air plant in this deck, and air plant is a very simple plant. When it is happy and it feels nourished, it sends out very unique and beautiful bright flowers. And when it's unhappy, it simply doesn't produce flowers. It's very clear in its growth process. It grows on the branches of other trees, but it does not steal their vitality. It speaks its truth, and it doesn't overshadow the truth of others. Allow yourself to be this energy, because this is definitely channeling through. And air mixed with a fire sign is, it grows fire, it feeds that fire. If you're expressing a new passion, feed the flames of that passion with your truth. Allow yourself to speak it into being. All right, that was for Aries. What about for Taurus? Taurus, for you, we have Himalayan salt. And I'm getting this sense of salt in the wound. You could be healing something that happened a while back. Allow yourself to sit with this process. Allow yourself to do one step at a time when it comes to healing. And I'm getting the salt of the earth with this too. And this could be related to body work. The body keeps the score. And there can be a lot of energy that the body is holding that the mind may not have thought of in a while. There can be some old stuff that you are letting go of at this time. Allow your earthly sense in this Capricorn full moon energy to do the practical work. Do some grounding exercises. Allow yourself to get grounded and just recenter in this time. And I'm also getting the energy with that solstice of the sun. Solstice is sun standing still. And when the sun stands still, It pauses for a moment to shine the light on things that may not have been seen before. Allow this energy to sit with you as well. Go into what that light is shining on and really look at it. This can bring you some new clarity and some new guidance on those next steps that you're taking in this healing process. Also, take stock of where you're at too. You have healed a lot more than you may think. And if there is any sense of self-judgment of, I could have been this far by now, be kind to yourself. Take that moment to shine the light on yourself too. Give yourself that spotlight. Allow yourself to celebrate where you are at in this moment, because you are here. And that's a gift for others, and that's a gift for yourself. All right. What do the plants have to say for Taurus? Got Two of Cups. Loving the self, reconnecting with the reflection of who you are. Narcissus, this is Daffodil, and Narcissus is the character who fell in love with his reflection. And while this may have a connotation with the whole Narcissus buzzword of self-love, the original story of it is actually quite romantic and is one of self-care. In reflecting on who he truly is, he learned to care for himself. He learned who he is in his heart. And this can be associated with heart healing. When the heart heals, others are attracted to it because it radiates love out. And self-love is just that. It is radiating love. It's going into that heart center and feeling that love for yourself. And in turn, that reflects in your world around you. As within, so without. Allow yourself to love internally. Others love you from an external standpoint because you attract it by being it. So be that love that you are wanting in life, and others will come to you naturally. So this card is definitely a reflection of that. I'm also getting that sunny yellow color. Be that light, be the warmth, hold space for yourself, and in turn you can hold space for others. Just be it. It's for you, Taurus. All right, messages for Gemini. We have Snowflake Obsidian. Snowflake Obsidian is an interesting stone. It's very protective, being an obsidian. And the snowflake aspect really shouts out the unique qualities of it. You are a unique character. You speak in a unique way. And as we just left or are leaving Gemini season, you could really be coming into your own as far as your qualities. Know that you are protected as you explore who you are and explore every facet of your brilliance, of your mind, your communication process, and your style. Go into those aspects of yourself, because sometimes quirkiness and uniqueness really breaks that status quo feeling. It breaks the monotony and it changes the energy of the mundane. And sometimes, well, a lot of times, especially in these days, uniqueness is much needed in this life. Dive into who you are and explore what you are coming into. You could be coming into new gifts. And in this creative process, trust that you are protected. The obsidian in this stone is a reminder of how protected you are. So do an adventure, explore new things. All right, plant messages for Gemini. Ten of Cups. Daisies. In the message of daisies is share a smile. It's really hard to look at a daisy and not smile. I mean, even thinking of a daisy, I'm smiling. And you have these traits within you. Your communication style is naturally a very jovial one. And this is a gift to others. Joy is easily expressed because joy can be expressed with a smile. Share that smile. The world needs more smiles, and you have a lot of them to offer. Go into that energy, be the daisy, and everything in your life can come up daisies as well. Just smile. That's all it takes, is a smile. All right, Cancer. For you, we got Pendulum. All right. This pendulum is a rose quartz. There's a softness here. And this pendulum is swinging in the yes position. So if you have a question in mind that you're asking, like a yes or no question, you're getting a yes. If you're resisting this yes, ask yourself why. And with this answer, there's a flow. Allow yourself to flow into it, because this yes is very strong. So whatever your quandary is, whatever your question that you're coming to with is, know that you have an open door here. As we are moving into your season, happy birthday, by the way, Cancers. As we're moving into your season, you could be feeling this energy a lot more of the sun shining on you. And as the sun stands still, as the sun shines that light on the water that is you, there can be a new initiation into this new zodiac year for you, this new birthday time for you. Know that time is on your side in this. Know that you have an open door. Trust yourself, and if it feels right to you, let go of that resistance and walk through that door. The universe is saying yes. All right, plant messages for Cancer. Hermit. Go within, trust your body. The stomach knows what to do. Juniper is an ancient medicinal remedy for stomach cramps and for stomach things that go on. And while I'm not a medical professional, and I do not condone taking, herbal remedies without consent from a medical professional, the message in this energetically is to cherish the body and to go into the stomach's wisdom. The stomach is the center of confidence and order, and you could be putting order into your life at this time. Trust what your gut is telling you, because that is our first brain. The vagus nerve is the first brain, and it's basically the nerve that sends the messages from the body into the mind. The body receives the message first, And then it tells the mind, hey, I received a message. And then the mind creates the story. And a lot of times the body, the stomach, can come up with a bunch of feelings that can mean a bunch of different things. And what I'm getting with this is that nervous energy in the stomach. That energy, that feeling in the stomach is creative energy in the stomach. And the brain can make stories around that feeling of either nervousness or fear or excitement. Trust that first message that comes up. The first message that comes up from that center is usually the true one. Are you feeling excited, creative, nervous? It's all the same. It's all creation. But trust in your body. Trust the messages it's telling you. And this is a time to do a good body scan. Allow that sun to shine that light on how your body's feeling. And new messages could come up. New clarity can come up. The sun brings clarity to that moment. Trust yourself. There is that open door. And trust your body in telling you whether to walk through it or not. All right, Leo. Oh, for Leo, we have Shungite or Shunganite. This is a protective stone as well. It has an energy that is quite intense. I'm almost getting like I'm hearing pebble in the shoe. There could be a feeling of like there's a pebble in your shoe. What is it that is feeling intense for you? What is that energy that is coming up that is kind of making you look at it? The elephant in the room. The sun's shining a light on that at this time. And with Cancer season, Cancer is water. Water is flow. Where is that tension? Where is it asking you to flow? There can be something that you're holding on very tightly to, and I'm feeling this as kind of a tower energy. Shungite is also protective. Being a black stone, it is protective. So trust that you are protected at this time. If there's a feeling of not being safe or that feeling of tension in like, oh, well, if I let this go, then there's that void, and then there's unsafe feelings with that void and not knowing what's next, and ruminating. I'm getting a lot of ruminating energy here with this. Breath work helps in this process. Take some time to pause and take some time to breathe. There can be a lot of energy coming up. There can be a lot of feelings coming up, with Cancer being all about feelings. Trust that your body is your home. Trust that no matter what, you can handle it because you are protected. Feel safe in that knowing. Even if that void may not feel safe because it's unknown, we are meant to handle things. That can be your mantra at this time. I am meant to handle things, because as we go through changes, we become more resilient. We change ourselves, and change is the natural process of life. It is the process of evolution. And this can be a call for you to evolve. You can be in an old energy that is asking to be let go of. Trust yourself and trust the void. The void can be an exciting and positive experience. As long as you are in your body, and as long as you are rooted in your understanding of who you are and where you are in this moment, you can then take that step into the unknown because you trust yourself. And that's all you need, is to trust yourself. You are protected. Release that intensity, release that tension, and do some breath work. I think breath work will really help you at this time. All right, plant messages for Leo. Knight of Pentacles. Hickory can absorb the shocks. And in balancing its wood, balancing its timber, going into the body and finding where the places are in the body that are asking for balance, it becomes steady and it becomes strong, and it offers a safe haven for other creatures to nest and to live and thrive, because it is a stable timber in the woods. Hickory is used as a stable wood for tool making. All around, it does this because it finds balance within itself. And as it balances, it absorbs the shocks of life. You have this energy within you as well. Trust in that. There is movement. It may be slow, but slow may be good at this time because it allows you to see details that you may miss if you're moving quickly. Trust in this slow pace. Take your time and breathe, balance, get centered, and trust yourself. All right, messages for Virgo. Virgo, for you, we have tourmaline. Tourmaline is a highly protective stone, and for this type of protection, I'm almost getting like EMF protection. You can be experiencing a lot of electronic interference right now, and I feel like Virgos are kind of sensitive to electronics naturally because they are a very body-oriented sign. So Virgo, this can be a call for you to take some time away from technology, to go back into your body and to really center yourself in nature. This can also be a very useful stone being put around technology devices. Tourmaline can absorb that extra EMF output. I'm also getting like an electric charge going through your dreams. And in this time, you could be working with your dreams. You can be doing some dream work. And tourmaline is very protective in that work. You can do very well with tourmaline under your pillow as you sleep. Trust that you are protected, and trust that you have more understanding in your body than you do in seeking things through technology. Do a little bit of a tech detox right now. It can do you a lot of good in working with your own energy. Go into your own energy at this time. Okay, plant messages for Virgo. Eight of Wands. Messages coming through. This is also an energy of collaborating. This can be a really good time for you to go to others, and not through technology means, but in-person meetings, working with others face to face. Eight of Wands is bamboo in this deck, and bamboo is very fast growing. You can almost watch it grow in some cases. And it grows very tall. It almost is as tall as some trees. It is very fruitful and very efficient, and it makes a very abundant, sustainable source. And you can be this energy for others as well. There is an energy of sustainability. And in the full moon in Cancer, or this full moon in Capricorn, what are you generating that is sustainable? And anything that's not sustainable, can you let go of it? Full moons are about releasing. Capricorn is about doing the work of releasing. Go into this energy. Do that work of releasing. And Virgo, you are good at doing that groundwork. You are detail oriented, and these are gifts that can help you at this time. Move into your body, do that face-to-face thing with others, do that networking with others. And I think that you'll feel a lot better with a little less technology at this time, and a little bit more human and animal and plant interaction. Go into the natural things. There can be new messages coming through from these sources, and these messages are sustainable. All right, Libra. We have Dalmatian Jasper. I feel for you, Libra, that this is a very balancing stone, being that it is a black and white, and Libra is balancing. A lot of times, the lesson for Libras in their life is to create balance. And Dalmatian Jasper offers a sense of play in this process. You can create balance by going into a playful energy, balancing your inner child with the adult, offering yourself time to rest and digest, offering yourself time to be creative. And doing this can really bring a sense of balance into your life at this time, balancing the light and dark. Shine the light on the dark spots. New messages and new insights can come through in this way. Creativity can bring new energy to the table. All right, plant messages for Libra. Okay. Page of Swords. Birds. Birds are communicators, and Libras are balanced communicators. This is Skyflower, and Skyflower attracts birds with its berries. And while it looks like an abundant food source, it's only for the birds. Listening is important at this time. Receive messages through listening. Go into silence. Listen to yourself. Be your own inner voice. And when you find that the mind is overactive and overthinking, listen to birds. They can bring you back into this moment. and they can bring a sense of joy into your life. So go in to these messages that come from birds. Go into that energy of listening. All right, Scorpio. We have amethyst for you, Scorpio. Amethyst is an overall very healing stone for energy work and for light workers. And it goes deep. There's depth to it. It magnifies energy. It magnifies your own energy. And Scorpio can be an intense and visceral and deep water sign. And you could be feeling this water energy more strongly as we enter into Cancer season. Let the sun shine the light into the depths and allow the water to move. Stagnant water can become toxic over time. And this can be a time to churn things up, to churn up that water and let movement happen. Because in that movement, it can bring a new sense of feeling. It can bring a new energy into what could feel stagnant. Allow yourself to meditate on your feelings. And when I say meditate, it's not so much about sitting still. Do an active meditation, like a walking meditation. Go for a walk through nature, especially water. Work with that water energy. And if things feel very watery, then there can be a meditation with fire. Go and sit with a candle. Go and sit in the sunlight. Bring balance with the elements. And amethyst really is a well-rounded stone when it comes to the elements. It brings a sense of earth being a crystal. It comes from lava, which is born of fire. Lava cools from water, and the air cools it. The air in the lava tube allows these crystals to form. Be all four elements at once. Balance your energy that way, and it can bring a new sense of richness into your experience, that new sense of depth into your experience. Plant messages for Scorpio. World. In this full moon coming up, what cycle has ended? Because a cycle has ended. The giant sequoia has a mantra, I am. This tree has grown to great heights. It has weathered the landslides. It has gone through the cycles. It has mastered its growth. And it has learned patience through time. Sequoias have an average lifespan of 3,000 years, and they are ancestral. Trust in the ancestral energy and messages that could be coming through at this time. Trust your root system. Go into the ancestors and receive what is being taught by them. Trust in yourself that you have mastered something. You have gone through the cycle, and now it is time to end that cycle because it is coming to a close, or it already has come to a close. What comes after the world is the fool. The closing of one door opens another. And this can be a time where you are closing a door. And this can be a time in that void where another door will open. Trust in this process. It is the process of life, death, life. And you are good at this. You are mastery over the life, death, life cycle because you are that energy of transformation. Trust in that energy that you already have. You have mastered something. Go into that mantra, I am, because you are. All right, Sagittarius. We have turquoise. Turquoise is a very potent stone when it comes to feeling. It's known as Apache tears, and it brings a sense of water in the desert. The desert can be a safe refuge for some, and it can be a hot, dry, arid place for others. But even in the desert, there is water. It's just deep in the ground. Trust that. This can be a message of going into your depths. This can be a message of going deep. Not everything can be surface level. This can also, I'm getting like a welling up, like tears that want to come out, that want to come through. Allow tears to flow. Tears are emotions leaving the body. And as emotions leave the body, it leaves the body more clear energetically for new emotions to come in. Release these feelings. Allow these feelings to flow out so that new feelings can flow in. And I'm getting that sense of the beach. Let the tide come in and let the tide move out. Go with this in and out motion. Go with the water's energy. Clear your space. Allow yourself to clear. Plant messages for Sagittarius. Ace of Cups. This is tulip. Tulip is an interesting flower. It comes in many colors and variations. And in the Middle Ages, it sparked a frenzy based on emotion. People became so affected by these flowers that they started gambling their lives and their livelihoods on the bulbs, not knowing what color the bulb would come up as. And just as fast as this frenzy started, it ended. And that is the energy of aces. It's potential. It's that spark, that initiation. And it needs to be fed. It is nurtured, and water is nurturing. There can be a self-care practice in this. A new feeling comes up. We feel it. Now what do we do with it? How do we nurture this feeling? And if it's a feeling that is not wanted, how do we let that go? How do we nurture ourselves in letting that feeling go? Allow the feelings to come up. Allow these feelings to move through you and let them go. Let them flow. Tulip is about energy conservation and being efficient in how energy is used. The bulb roots, it sprouts, it sends a long stem and long leaves. It produces a gorgeous flower, and then the flower expresses itself. It initiates emotions in others. And then when it's finished, the flower closes. It goes back down the stem. And that energy goes back into the bulb. And then the bulb rests over winter. The next season, it does the same process over again. Allow yourself to express, and then bring your emotion back into your center. Root down, and allow yourself time to integrate what happened. Allow yourself time to integrate your emotions. This can help you conserve your energy as well. All right, Capricorn. We have a desert jasper. And with this, I'm really getting that moon energy. There's a reset. We're having 2 Capricorn full moons, one this month and one next month. And when the moon resets like that, it gives us a chance to reset. And you could be going through a resetting period at this time. You could be going into that sense of taking stock, looking at everything that's out in front of you, keeping what is meant to be kept, and releasing what is meant to be released, and allowing that space to be there, allowing yourself to reset, recharge, reorient. There's a lot of re coming up. And I'm almost feeling like this reset can also be how you speak to yourself, how you express yourself within. You can be doing a big reset internally. Trust this process, however it feels and however it seems to you. Trust it. Allow yourself to sit and meditate with this process that you're going through, because a reset can be quite large feeling. If things feel large, take that breath. Know that you got this. And that can be your mantra at this time. I got this. I can do it. Be kind to yourself by saying kind words to yourself. And this can be reorienting that self-talk, because I am getting a lot of self-talk here. Change your self-talk to one that is kinder and more nurturing. And then this self-talk can retrain your brain into a new habit, can give it like a reset into a new habit of communicating with others too. As you communicate more kind words to yourself, this spreads to others, and others are attracted to that as well. You can be attracting a new tribe by developing these new habits of communication. All right, plant messages for Capricorn. Five of Cups. When the sun burns, we treat it with aloe. Aloe is that watery, cooling energy that eases the burn from the sun. And that is an act of self-care, to put aloe on a sunburn. I'm also getting owl energy. Allow yourself to see the details and release the grief. If there are things that feel like a burn, letting go of these things, this could be that reset. And with any reset, there can be some grief that comes up, and there can be a sense of what was. But trust in that Five of Cups. 3 may have spilled, but there are still 2. There's still a 2 of Cups here. And that 2 of Cups is a reminder of nurturing yourself, seeing your reflection and seeing yourself for who you are and loving yourself for who you are. You have you. You are your best friend. You live with yourself every day. And that is a gift. That is something to treasure, because you wouldn't be here without yourself. So honor yourself, honor your presence, because you are a gift. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. If you were not meant to be here, you wouldn't be here. So trust in that, honor that. You are a gift. And you have this ability too of nurturing others by nurturing yourself in this way. That mantra, as within, so without. As you nurture yourself, as you ease the burn, you do this for others as well. Trust in this reset that you're going through. Honor yourself in this process. All right, Aquarius. We have Opal. Opal, I mean, look how shiny it is. All the colors. You can be working with colors at this time. There can be a really good meditative practice for you to ask yourself what your favorite color is today. And every day can be different. So what's your favorite color today? Work with that color's energy. How does that color make you feel? What thoughts does this color bring up? And this color can add a new dimension into your daily life. What color do you notice first? There's a new dimension that's coming in. There's a new sense of creative spark coming in. And working with colors can really help in this creative process. I'm getting a lot of sacral chakra energy, bringing something creative into being, birthing something. You can be birthing something at this time. And I know that while we're going through a full moon, that's a full egg. That's the culmination. What have you been creating? What is ready to be birthed? What is your egg? Let it hatch. All right, plant messages for Aquarius. Devil. This can be actually a very medicinal message. I know that there's some fear that comes up when the devil is there. That's the mind. The mind can have a tendency to play tricks, to sow seeds of doubt. If there is any doubt, ask yourself the questions. Ask yourself why, and does it need to be there? Breadseed poppy is highly medicinal. It is the seed that is made into a pain remedy. And in ancient times, it was used as an herbal medicine. Over time, in cultivation, it became corrupted. And the intention is what corrupted it. It's about intention. The plant itself is healing. The use of it is what changes that healing factor. How are you using your energy? And what stories are you telling yourself that may be corrupting this sense of creation? This is a time for you to release doubt. This is a time for you to release that sense of any feeling of corrupt intention. And this can be a time to look into the intentions of yourself and others. If others are trying to sow seeds of doubt, let them go. They're not necessary in your creative process at that time. And their messages are certainly not helpful if that's what their messages are. Protect yourself from the negative self-talk and protect yourself from the negative talk of others. Their intentions are what they are, whether they're positive intentions or negative intentions. That's their thing. What's your thing? This can be a really good practice in coming back to your own center, to really look at your own intentions and to really look at the intentions and the work that you're putting into it. The devil is Capricorn, and this full moon, this double full moon's coming up in Capricorn, is that sense of culmination, that sense of birthing, because Capricorn is earth. It's an initiating earth. You are initiating something. You are putting it into practice. Look to the intention of what you're putting into practice. All right, Pisces. We have Chrysocolla. I'm getting this as a worry stone. What is coming up to the surface? As we have Saturn in your sign, and Saturn is that Capricorn energy with this full moon. What work are you doing around what's coming up to the surface? What are you noticing? What is bringing that sense of worry? And as these feelings come up to the surface, how are you looking to your own care? How are you nurturing your energies? Because when things come up to the surface, it can really bring a lot of swirliness to it. And I'm really getting a lot of swirliness with you. Ease these feelings by moving into earth energy. Even collecting some rocks, going into a safe earth place like a park, sitting by a tree, looking to plants for messages, being with animals. This can be a very nurturing and grounding practice for you at this time. Allow earth to speak to you. Allow synchronicities to flow through with animals, because animals can be wonderful intuitive messengers, and they can be sharing great insight with you at this time through their presence. So if there are animals that are coming into your awareness, these are gifts, these are messages that are trying to come through. And this can be a time where you do a little research into animal messages and plant messages. If there's a plant that you're noticing more lately, or if there's a new plant that you noticed that you don't know what it is, or you're like, oh, this is cool, what is this? Do some research, find out what that is, because that can really generate some new information for you. So look into the messages, the synchronicities of nature. All right, plant messages for Pisces. Nine of Cups. This is Penstemon. Penstemon is the source. It is the source of joy. And Nine of Cups is a message of emotional awareness, emotional integrity. Look into your own emotional integrity. Look to your feelings and understand that you are the source of feelings for others too. As you express your feelings outwardly, they reflect back to you. If there are feelings that you're noticing coming from others that may not sit right or may not sit well, look to your own emotions that you are expressing, because the emotions that others are expressing to you are a reflection of the emotions that you're expressing to them, and it's a back and forth exchange. Look to your feelings and look to your own expression. What emotions are coming to the surface, and how are you communicating these emotions? Be the source. Attract others in a positive way by being the source of joy. Penstemon is a joyful source for hummingbirds and pollinators, and they spread their joy wherever they go. You too have this magic within you. You too have this sense of emotional integrity as well. So go into that. Then this could be your practice too, looking into your own emotional intelligence. All right. I'll pull a crystal and a card for the collective. So the crystal for everybody. We got two here. For everybody, we have opal and the clamshell. Very appropriate for Cancer season because Cancer is the crab. And with specifically, it's more of a hermit crab. And hermit crabs are extremely home oriented. They are very social creatures. And even though they have a tendency of going back into their shell, they also have that sense with others of sharing. Because the thing about hermit crabs is that when one hermit crab is ready to move up in a shell size, the other hermit crabs in its group will line up next to it, and they will all provide a shell for it to choose from. So it's a very collaborative process. They will help each other move from shell to shell. Allow yourself this energy too. Collaborate with others. Look into your group. Look into your home, your tribe. Do some collaborating and offer that shell to others. If you feel like somebody is ready to move up, offer them help. Offer them your presence. If you are ready to move up, look to your people. Who is there offering their presence to you? Who is offering that shell to you? And this keeps it going. Keep that process, keep that flow going. And look to the depths. Opal is a very in-depth stone. It has a lot of details that can be missed when we're just glancing over it. When we take the time to notice how dimensional it is, we notice the dimensions within ourselves. And we notice the details that could be easily missed if we're not taking that time to process what we're seeing. Take time to process and take time with others. Allow yourself and others to be a team. Go into your home, go into your home being a team, and in your body. And Allow yourself to be there for each other. Summer in the Northern Hemisphere is a wonderful time to spend time with others doing sunlight activities. And in the summer, the Southern Hemisphere, moving into winter is a wonderful time to go within and be at home with others. So even with the different energies of the Northern and Southern Hemisphere, this is a wonderful time to express yourself to your family and to be with family. Trust in that process and offer yourself that gift of collaboration. All right, plant messages for everyone watching. Knight of Cups. This is an offering of love. This is an offering of care and friendship. Bignonia is crossvine. And in this tangle of a beautiful vine, it's hard to know where the beginning and the ending are. Where did the feelings begin and where do they end? And sometimes that doesn't really matter as much. What truly matters is the feeling itself. And when there are feelings and they feel like they're all tangled up in a web, and it can be easy to get lost in that mass, that tangle, this is a time for you to take a step back and look to your feelings for what they are, not for how they started or who said what, who did what. And I'm getting throat chakra energy in that. He said, she said, they said. That's all semantics. The feelings are what we're sitting with at the end of the day. And do you really want to sit with those feelings? And if you do want to sit with those feelings, cool. Own it. It's not so much about why. It's about the feeling itself. If you love something or someone, be in that love. If there's something you don't like, ask yourself why you don't like it. And then retrain yourself, take that step back and be like, do I want to sit with this feeling of don't like? Because even after asking yourself, why don't you like it? You can keep going on with that message. You can keep going on the why train. And in the end, you're still left with the I don't like. So that could be what could be being let go of at this time. Let go of the don't like. And then focus on the like. Focus on the love. Offer yourself that gift of releasing the don't like feelings. And never mind why you don't like it. If you don't like it, let it go. It seems simpler and it's very, cool. Yeah, I get it. Like, okay, I don't like it. Just let it go. I know that process is a lot easier said than done. The first step in that process is sitting with the dislike and then asking yourself, how much longer do you want to sit with the dislike? Because time is the only thing we can't get back. And it's about a use of time. How much time do you want to spend in the dislike? And how much time do you want to spend in love? Can you go into that surrender moment of taking that courage to release the dislike, to let it go, so that you can create space for what you like. That is work. That is energy work in its core essence. Energy work is work for a reason. It's not the airy-fairy stardust, like, oh, I'm floating on a cloud thing. It's the work that a lot of people don't want to do. In doing that work, though, we evolve. It's the same as going to a massage therapist and picking up all that pain and then releasing it through the body work, letting that energy go out of the body. Energy work is bringing up all of that energy, seeing it, feeling it, and then letting it go. Because then our energetic space is clear and we can bring new energy into our lives. And energy can feel bigger because it's unseen. And the unseen can often be viewed as scary because people fear what they don't know. It's just, that's a feeling. Fear is a feeling. Can you sit with that feeling? And can you look at it for what it is? And can you let it go? And letting go of fear is just looking at it, looking at the monster in the closet and realizing, oh, it was a spider. Wasn't that big. Or the monster may not even be there. It's the mind reacting to that feeling. Can we calm the mind stories by coming back to the feeling itself, the source? This is a gift and this is an action, because the Knight is a card of action. Knights move forward. And this is moving forward with feelings. Doing that work, processing the feelings, moving forward, releasing old feelings, seeing feelings for what they are, calming the mind, releasing the stories, and moving forward. Create space in your life. Use this time of Capricorn full moons, these 2 full moons. Initiate that reset with Cancer energy, balancing the signs. Move into the feelings that Cancer initiates. Bring those feelings up. Look at them for what they are, and then do the work that is being asked by Capricorn in this full moon to let them go. Move that energy through you. And then the second Capricorn full moon initiates that reset in a more physical way. Do that work. Trust yourself that you got this and you can handle this. These cards are coming up for you for a reason, and you are here for a reason. And that is something to be honored. That is something for you to nurture within yourself. Trust yourself and trust that you are taking your time, and trust that you can handle anything, because that is what we are meant for. We're meant to handle things. We're meant to evolve. Do that work to evolve. You got this. That's it for these Cancer messages. I hope that this helps, and I hope that this Cancer season treats you well. I have faith in you that you will treat yourselves well in this. And if you like my content, please like, subscribe, and share. It will help the channel grow. And pretty soon I will have my website created so that if anyone's interested in buying this deck, it will be available for sale pretty soon here. I'll keep you posted. Until next time, I'll see you.